Your next question comes from Randy Rath with CHCHC. Please go ahead.
Hi, Randy.
Hi, Premier. I want to ask you about the situation in Caledonia. Yesterday, a judge made permanent a court order demanding that protesters leave a housing development. In response, they dug up the street with a backhoe, lit tires on fire, lit a telephone pole on fire, and got into a confrontation with police in which we believe rubber bullets were fired. What do you see as a path forward to resolve the situation there?
Well, I've talked to the chief there, and you know something, I'm not going to be very blunt. I'm not going to tolerate violence. It's very simple. And and he told me he doesn't tolerate it. So I don't know if a few folks are going rogue, but the way you get things settled is by sitting around the table, talking about solutions. You don't go after our police. You don't start burning telephone poles. You don't start digging up roads. That's unacceptable, and we won't tolerate it. Very, very simple. You want to sit down, as I said before, you come to my office, we sit down, we come up with a solution. But again, I think the chief's working hard, but sometimes it's hard for the chief to control the whole community. But it's unfortunate. We have a couple bad apples causing problems. But you just can't go in there. These are people. Let's flip this for a little bit. These people have saved everything they've had. They go into a community. They buy a home, like all of us. Our goal is to buy a home. And all of a sudden, someone comes in and says, no, not yours anymore. It's ours. It's unacceptable. It shouldn't be and won't be tolerated. It just frustrates me. There's no government that I can remember that has supported and then the First Nations community more than our government. I love the First Nations community. We have an incredible relationship right across the province. Regional Chair Roseanne Archibald, we have a phenomenal relationship, and I'm going to continue having a great relationship. But don't let a few bad apples, turn it into a bad relationship, because I can tell you folks, 99.9% of First Nations community and the people are incredible people, and we get along extremely well, and we have the best minister this province has ever seen with Minister Greg Rickford that has lived with the First Nations community for 7 years. He understands the community better than anyone. I will always support the First Nations. I will always have your back, but take care of these bad apples. Very simple. Because I won't tolerate anyone attacking our police, attacking our communities, burning down telephone poles, digging up roads. Unacceptable, and it won't be tolerated. Simple as that.
Follow up?
When you say it won't be tolerated, what exactly do you mean?
Well, again, we will do whatever it takes to make sure we have peaceful dialogue. Not violent dialogue, peaceful dialogue and collaboration. We've done it throughout the whole province with numerous First Nations communities. Anything they need, anything Regional Chief Roseanne Archibald, and I talk to her frequently, probably twice a week through messaging back and forth, anything they've ever needed, bang. I said, get it done immediately. And we have a phenomenal relationship. So hopefully we can straighten out the bad apples. And there's only a small group. And as far as I'm concerned, it's putting a bad name out there, and it's unacceptable. And it's unfair to the phenomenal First Nations community we have in this province. And I stand behind the phenomenal First Nations community, and I'll always support them. So we got to take care of the bad apples. They're causing problems.
Okay, next question, follow up.
Thank you. And my follow-up is also about Caledonia. We wanted to know if you've spoken with the Prime Minister or Deputy Prime Minister Freeland or Minister Blair about what's going on there. You said the solution will be found with peaceful dialogue, but at what point does this become an unattainable situation like the rail blockade near Belleville, where push came to shove and the OPP ended up having to move in and remove these protesters? Well,
Ellie, as you know, and I keep saying it, I don't direct the police, and I have all the confidence in the world in our OPP and all police services right across this province. We have the greatest police services anywhere in the world. I have not sat down and talked to the Prime Minister, the Deputy Prime Minister. We're really hoping that we'd be able to resolve this. And I know Chief Hill, First Nations, Six Nations, you know, he's doing everything he can. He's a really, really good chief. He's really trying. And again, I do not want to paint a broad brush across the Indigenous community across Ontario just because there's some bad actors there. It's unfortunate. He's in a tough position. Matter of fact, someone burnt his own house down. Who does that? They go burn the chief's house down when they think they're getting their own way. Unacceptable. It's not going to be tolerated. Let's sit down and discuss it. And I want to thank Chief Hill for his true leadership when it comes to that. He's doing an incredible job, along with all the other chiefs. So it's unfortunate. Do you know what people in the Indigenous community want? People in the First Nations community want? They want jobs. They want prosperity. That's what they want. They want opportunities. When we made the announcement, no matter if it's mining or logging, there's great opportunities when it comes to nickel and cobalt when we're pushing these batteries. So and lithium. That's what they want. They want prosperity for their kids. They want a good education for the kids. And they also want broadband. They want broadband until they're connected to the rest of the world. And we were going to give you broadband. And anything they've ever asked, I want to repeat this, anything they've ever asked, you know, I said, bang, get it done. Don't question it, just get it done. So there has to be give and take. And for a small group, a dozen or a couple dozen folks that are causing these troubles, well, again, I'm asking them for their support. I'm asking them to deal with these people.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, everyone, and have a great weekend. Stay safe. Thank you.